Show me that woman that has the vision of change and transformation in Anambra North. Show me that woman that has a caring heart for the poor masses, for the blind, for the less privileged and the handicapped in Anambra North. Chief Dr. Mrs. Ebelechukwu Obiano, OSODIEME, a God-fearing and compassionate mother, has touched lives where it matters most.
Obonye gaga kanatara yoke lulai Anambra North onye kanatara yoke lulai onye gaga buja kanatara yoke lulai na Senatorial house onye gaga natara okanye kwado OSODIEME
Ebelechukwu ya kainga kwado
Soga bujae
Oga natara yoke lulai
Obiano
Ebelechukwu ya kainga kwado
Former first lady Anambra
Oga natara yoke lulai
Hey, Omi Messi
Ebelechukwu ya kainga kwado
Ojume Mogo
Oga natara yoke lulai
OSODIEME
Ebelechukwu ya kainga kwado
Perhaps the most impactful and enduring program of Chief Dr. Mrs. Ebelechukwu Obiano, OSODIEME, is in the promotion of human capital development with over 6,000 beneficiaries, women, widows, and physically challenged, trained and empowered in various skills under a skill training and empowerment program.
Na ọchịchị nwaanyị awụ ọkpọkọpe onwere ihe ị ga-eme nwaanyị anụ ma n'ezi ma n'ụzọ etu o si azụ ndị ogbenye ka Chineke ya esi wee zụọ ezinụlọ ya gọzie ezinụlọ ya nye ya ihe arụ ya chọ nye ya ihe ọ nidi na ndụ ya ka Chineke gọzie.
She is really OSODIEME entirely. No, she's trying for many people, the widows that don't have anything doing, and those other people, the people that have husband but they don't have any handwork. As she gather us here, we are learning a lot from her, and for what we are learning, people we use it to grow, we use it to train our children, and we use it to reach our neighbors. I thank God for her efforts. She is trying for the people that don't have.
After the training, she gave us a gas cooker, a very big gas cooker with oven and cash to start the job. So, and the thing just gave me the zeal to start the job immediately. Since then, my children, they have entered school this session. But before, they were staying at home with me. But since I started this job now, they have started school again. And we are able to eat at least 3 square meals every day.
Chief Dr. Mrs. Ebelechukwu Obiano, OSODIEME, Anambra, has been a philanthropist all her life, especially during the time she became the First Lady of Anambra. She had an NGO called CAFE. That NGO impacted on so many lives, lives of the poor, lives of the indigent in the society.
She has the milk of human kindness flowing in her. Before she became the First Lady, I had known her, and my memories of her would be that of kindness, goodness, philanthropy, and so on. Her care about the less privileged is something else. She's been very generous to those who do not have. From time, it is not something she started doing because she was the First Lady.
We have witnessed so many First Ladies, but this is a woman that has passion in helping the poor, in helping the needy and the widows. because of the position she held that others have held but did not use it in that manner. Ebele have the heart to assist the needy.
OSODIEME's exploits through her pet project torsion lives positively, building houses for indigent widows, building toilets in various markets to allow our women repossess their dignity from open defecation, offering limbs to amputees, provided over 3,000 physically challenged persons with mobility aids, fixing cleft palates and lips, and finally rehabilitating people afflicted with mental illnesses and reuniting them with their families.
Her NGO, CAFE, did so well in impacting on the less privileged in Anambra State. So many widows now have new homes, and almost all the local governments in Anambra State, you can count at least one widow whose home had been changed by Mrs. Obiano. Those who are physically challenged, those amputees, her NGO gave them free limbs. Even children who had cleft lip and cleft palate, her NGO helped in repairing those anomalies. She's known to be everywhere, and what she's doing is something that is from the heart.
My community, Umweri, is also a beneficiary. She built toilets, general public toilets. She built houses for indigent widows. She sank borehole in public places like markets and so on. She's a very humane woman. She's not for the rich. She came for the poor.
When she was the First Lady of Anambra State, she impacted so high. In my community, for instance, where I'm the PG, the woman flagged off her first toilet facility in the market. She used Inteje as the flag-off point. She built a modern convenience in my place. Today, our women, they no longer urinate anyhow, they no longer defecate anyhow. The open defecation has actually stopped in that our market, Ekigwe Inteje. So we are very grateful. Again, there's this abandoned party house in Inteje that in her wisdom, they converted the abandoned building into something very useful. They made it mentally challenged people's home. They started evacuating some of these our brothers, sisters. Even some are not from Anambra State, some are from Kogi, Enugu, and all manner of places. And they keep them there and rehabilitate them. Testimonies are abound that people from Enugu, Kogi, Anambra, and other places have recovered through that process and trained in one skill or the other, and they equally empowered to start something positive for themselves. This very center is in my town. So these are some of the things Her Excellency brought to my community in Inteje, and we are grateful for it.
The Inteje home has recorded success in the rescue, treatment, rehabilitation, and reintegration of over 142 inmates. Arguably, the most remarkable of the achievements recorded by the home so far is the case of a 62-year-old woman, Mrs. Rose Anene, who was lost and presumed dead for over 35 years and on recovery reunited with her family at an emotional ceremony involving 11 other former inmates at the Inteje home. OSODIEME thereafter constructed a 3-bedroom bungalow for her.
She's very heavily into charitable work. Even before she became the governor's wife, she was doing charitable work, taking destitutes off the streets and making them useful people. I think it's very laudable. It's worthy of recognition. There's a tendency in Nigeria that only those who have money and who spend money get recognition. But people who take destitutes off the street and make them human beings should get recognition, much more than those who have money. Because money is a transient thing. But the internal satisfaction that you are helping your fellow human beings, you can't beat that.
Little wonder OSODIEME had received numerous awards in the past, both local and international, including but not limited to Most Supportive First Lady in Nigeria Award by Sun newspaper for her exploits through her pet project, Caring Family Enhancement Initiative, European Union/UNICEF Water, Health and Sanitation WASH Ambassador. She was made Smile Train Ambassador for her selfless services in facilitating free corrective surgeries. She was also decorated with the Zix Prize for Leadership. OSODIEME was recognized in the humanitarian category, the first of its kind since the institution of the Zix Prize in 1994 for humanitarian services to the needy and struggling women across Anambra State and Nigeria. In 2019, she was conferred with Woman of Excellence Award at the Top 10 African Women Awards by AgroBiz for promoting entrepreneurship in agriculture and empowerment. She was also conferred Doctor of Letters degree by Chukwuemeka Odumegwu University for her human capital development. She was made Primetime Reporters Lady of the Year 2017. Irish Red Cross Award for Humanitarian Works also followed that same 2017. And in the same 2017, she received the Most Valuable Governor's Wife Award. Eminence Peace Ambassador for United Nations was what she bagged in 2015, to mention but a few.
Putting smiles on people's faces gives me great pleasure. I believe this is my calling. And those awards is actually what is spurring me to do more. That you do something and you appreciate it, it helps you to go out of your way to do much more. And that is what I have been doing. That is what I will like to continue to do when I get into the red chambers.
Quality representation is not a privilege, but it is our right as a people.
I know that OSODIEME is a brand name. In Ayamelmo here, Ayamelmo is the home of Africa. So when at the end of the day OSODIEME emerged as the candidate of Africa, everybody was jubilating because the work had been made easier for us. It's like we have done the 50% of it, then the rest of it will be on the election day. So Ayamelmo is just done deal for OSODIEME. She will be thinking of other local governments, not for Ayamelmo here. Ayamelmo is in her pocket.
Let's collectively support and send Dr. Mrs. Ebelechukwu Obiano, OSODIEME Global, to Abuja as Senator representing Anambra North Senatorial District come 2023 under the platform of All Progressives Grand Alliance, ABGA.
Stakeholders in Anambra North unanimously endorsed her for the senatorial contest come February 25th. The endorsement was not born out of any sentiment, but out of her capacity, integrity, her track record, and for the fact that the people have seen that the 8 years stewardship of the husband, she was very supportive and also was able to touch lives. She spoke for the people that didn't have voice, touched the most vulnerable and the less privileged. So we believe that if she's given the opportunity, that she's going to do better at the National Assembly. It was just we saying the obvious because already the people, the grassroots already endorsed her.
I know that OSODIEME is a sellable market. She has no questionable character. She is a woman of conscience. She has helped people even when she is not the senator. The past senator is from Obiano. She has been there for 3 tenures, trying to go for 4 tenures, which is not possible. We shall not be doing anything for the zone, precisely Obiano local government. So we want OSODIEME. OSODIEME have built houses for widows, help people, mentally people, less privileged. So there is every tendency that come 2023, OSODIEME is the next senator representing Anambra North.
We will then go back to our communities and work diligently to deliver her candidacy so that she will have a landslide victory. The PGs have unanimously declared that our candidate for Senate 2023 is Chief Dr. Mrs. Ebelechukwu Obiano.
OSODIEME is selfless, kind-hearted, God-fearing, capable, reliable, reachable, competent, credible, with legacies and proven results to show for.
When you are voted to represent people, you represent them properly. Your constituents must have access to you, no matter what. When it comes to the federal roads that are in the state, I will ensure that I bring that up and make sure that it is handled and these things are fixed. Among other things that I'm going to do, anything that concerns my senatorial zone, I will ensure that my people get a lion's share of whatever it is. And I will also have an office here in my senatorial district where people can go and lay their complaints, and the office will contact me immediately, and I'll call up the person one-on-one and find out what the issues are and solve to the best of my ability, and advice as well. It is not the case of when people are voted in, they become Lord. Those that voted for them don't have access to them anymore. No, mine is a different case. Because as wife of governor, I relate with virtually everybody.
Indeed, it is what we need and what we deserve in Anambra North Senatorial District, and there is not a better time for quality representation for us other than now.
She's very firm. If she determines that something must be done, she doesn't shy away. She goes with all her energy and gets there and gets the thing done. With what I know of her, she will be visible in the Senate. She will represent the Anambra North Senatorial Zone well. The choice of OSODIEME will be a choice everybody will be happy about in the end.
And I think should be the belief of every Anambra North person to support her. If not for any other thing, for the good works she did, for the good works that the husband did, we have every reason to support her.
It was Archbishop Valerio that said that gratitude leads to beatitude. And it was Chusele, who was my special advisor on disability matters, that added that the quantum of beatitude you have in life will determine your altitude. So, whatever event you can hear, I want to please plead with you to support my wife. Most people say I am not running. That is not true. I am running. Because if my wife wins, I won. So please support me in this coming election.
In the Anambra North, OSODIEME will make a good senator. Let's support her for our good intent and benefits.
Whether you are in Apoga, whether you are in PDP, whether you are in YPP, anywhere you are, the collective thing that I am saying is that when Ebele is there, it is general that she's going to give attention to.
For us, it's a walkover. The election is a walkover for her. We know she will win because I'm aware of her impact in the rest of the communities in Anambra North and the entire Anambra state.
Support ABGA. Support Dr. Mrs. Ebelechukwu Obiano to represent Anambra North Senatorial District at the Senate come 2023. maka na nke a bụ nke anyị.
Ebelechukwu ya ka anyị ga-akwado. Ka ọ ga-abụja ọ ga-anatara ya oke.